Hi, it's Martin. Welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. This is the next installment in my vlogmas series. So this is vlogmas episode 2, and we'll have at least Advent day 3 and 4, possibly day 5. We'll see how it goes. Who knows where the edit takes us? I certainly don't. It's often a mystery to me what ends up in these videos, as it will be to you. So welcome. This video actually starts at the end of the last video, episode 1, where I said that we were off to get the Christmas tree, and we've been to get the Christmas tree. So you're shortly going to watch some footage of us getting said tree, and then we'll put a bit of footage in after that with decorations and stuff. But while you watch that bit, I need to sort the corner out. If you've been here a while, you know sometimes I like to sit in front of the big window because it's got good light for recording. But those boxes and that bag and all of that stuff, that's all the wool that I've bought that doesn't fit in the crates that I've got to put my stash in. And now that's where the Christmas tree needs to go. So I've had to confess to Mark about all of the wool that's not in crates. So I'm going to go and do that. You're going to watch the next bit of the video, and we're off to go and get a Christmas tree. Mark! Ho, ho, ho! Okay, so you've seen us buy the tree. We're now going to put the tree in the stand. If you squeeze it out of the way, it's now empty. I've sorted the stash out. You can come back in now. So we have mulled wine. So kind. Hi.
Hi.
He's probably on camera. He's never on camera. I've made mulled wine. And when I say I've made mulled wine, I've opened a bottle from Marks and Spencer's and warmed it in a saucepan. It's real life. So we're going to drink our mulled wine and decorate the tree. So I'll film a bit of this footage. And yeah, it's an annual tradition. For those of you that have been here before, what do we do?
We put the tree up, we let the tree settle, and then once it's settled, we put on National Lampoons.
We watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And the ideal plan is to decorate the tree and have it all done before the movie's finished. And we've done it the last couple of years, but it all depends on how the lights go on. Because if the lights don't go on properly, there'll be a row.
We have a row.
He tells me off. Right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's get the tree decorated. The lights are on. The pine cones are on. Next up, baubles. But not my baubles, because I haven't finished my baubles. Awkward. Don't talk about it. And it's done. I'll show you a close-up now in a minute. We have 20 minutes to spare. We're getting good at this. The lights went on first time, which is the most important bit. We had one small row because Mark wanted to put some green baubles on, and I said they didn't go with the emerald green baubles, so they didn't go on. I won. I'm going to take all of the wins. It never happens. But there we go. I'll spin you around now, and I'll show you a bit of the tree. I haven't left room for my baubles. We actually think my baubles are going to go in the hallway, so it's the first thing that people see when they enter the flat. We've got some twigs and stuff in the hallway, so I'll show you where they end up at some point during Advent. Although I think I'll try and stick a couple on the tree. But it still matches the flat decor. So there we go. We've drunk all the mulled wine. So I think we might just open a bottle of red. And yeah, so ready for Advent Day 3 tomorrow. So I hope you like the tree, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning then. So it is Friday, the 3rd of December, and we're going to do day 3 of Advent. But before I get into today's clue, I haven't yet shown off the magnificent box. So the last time you all saw this, you just got to see the top of it poking out of the box that it was posted in. And it's just amazing. I said that, like, it just, Toft have just done it amazingly this year. I've loved all the previous Advents, but to get something as special as this is just fantastic. And inside each drawer then are all the individual days boxes. So if I just open up the first drawer and I show you, we've got all these little packages, and I'm not looking for numbers, but we have all the individually wrapped bits. And every drawer is the same, is full of packages for each Advent. The third drawer has got the stuff in. I have seen someone on Instagram comment about it. So I think there's 23 bags. What would be the 15th bag seems to be the stuffing. I think that's correct. Everyone else's seems to be the same, so I'm sure that's fine. And then the bottom drawer is obviously the larger drawer, but has some bigger packages in it, which are all the wools. So that is the Advent box, and it's just glorious, and will be making regular appearances throughout this month's vlog for Vlogtober. I already know today I need to go in the bottom drawer. So there's no hunting today, but we'll go in the bottom drawer, and we want package number 3. Yeah, it's definitely 3. It looked like an 8 in the camera. And I only know that's already in the bottom drawer because each day, I don't know if I've said this, each day along with the pattern, about 9 o'clock, Kerry releases a little daily video. And I've already watched the video for today, even though I haven't yet opened the package. I'm okay with spoilers. So I knew that today was a new ball of wool, which was in the bottom. So let's open number 3. So number 3 is a limited edition colour for Toft. This isn't part of their usual colour range, so exclusive for Advent. And this is Emerald, which you're all going to look at this week's, at the clue so far, and we're going to continue. Now, who else is seeing a strawberry? Are you seeing a strawberry? I know it's not going to be a strawberry because it's a bird, but I'm definitely getting strawberry vibes or some kind of summer cocktail. So yes, I'm going to, I think I've got a couple more rounds to go in the red on today's clue, and then we introduce the green. So I will pop back in a moment and I'll show you the finished piece. Just wanted to answer a question someone left on the previous video, and I apologise, I don't remember your name, but I'll pop it on the screen. But you asked the question about what the white marker is, and it's basically just a stitch marker. So because with this type of crochet, this amigurumi, we start here and we're coming around in a circle. It's just some waste yarn, and it just signifies the end of the row, the end of the round. So as I'm coming along and I'm crocheting, I'm coming, if I move that way a moment, I'm coming along in this direction. And when I get to the stitch where the yarn is coming through, so if I show you here, so this is the live loop. If I pull that back, you can see that the yarn, the waste yarn actually goes through the stitch. So that signifies that that's the last stitch in the round. So if the pattern says crochet 35, that should be the 35th stitch. So it's a useful reminder to be able to know where you are, and you always know that you've reached the end of the round. And then all you do is you just pull that scrap yarn up with you. So when I finish the next stitch, I then pull it through and then it travels with you. You can see it doesn't go in a logical order because obviously the piece gets bigger and gets smaller. So it doesn't go in a straight line because this isn't a straight piece, it's a 3D piece that is going around and around in a circle. So I hope that helps. But just something very simple. Because I think in knitting, if we're knitting in the round, it's easy because you just pass the stitch marker every time you come around to it. Whereas you can't really pass a stitch marker in crochet because there's nothing for it to pass between. So there we go. So I am going to have a cup of coffee. You saw Mark, he's awake, he's up and about. So I'm gonna go and have a cup of coffee and I'm gonna do today's glue. And we're done. So I finished a little bit in the red, as I said, and then we've done 2 rounds in the green. And it's definitely given me strawberry vibes at the moment, but who knows where it's going to take us. So this would be the central point in theory as we're coming up, as I said. Who knows what it means. So yeah, I'm definitely getting strawberry vibes. And what I love about the Toft Advent is it's like proper bite-size chunks. So this has taken me 10 minutes, if that, to do the couple of rounds and then the 2 bits in the green. Some days, I guess, are going to be more involved. We're going to get through, I don't know, head dressings, tails, fancy wings. I have no idea where it's going to go, but I'm guessing some days are going to be more involved than others. But certainly as a little introduction to Advent, we've made a start. So I'm assuming this is the body, and if this is going to follow a standard Toft bird shape, the green will continue to come in, and then we'll create a neck, and then we'll come back out and we'll increase for the head. But who knows, like this could be a fancy tail. I don't know. We don't know what we're working on. We've just been told to start. But there is the finished piece for day 3. So I am now going to spend the rest of the day doing baby squares. I'm going to go and get the stuff in for, I'm hoping to get the stuff in. I messaged Angela from Yarn and Yarns. Ange said that she's around all weekend, so I'm going to message her shortly. And I'm hopefully going to pop in, I'm going to go to the opticians tomorrow morning, so I'm hopefully going to pop in hers on the way home and pick up some stuff in. And then Saturday, Sunday's task will be stuffing the baubles. But we'll leave this there now, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. Saturday morning. Yesterday felt like a Saturday because we're off work. It was a lovely, lazy Friday. I did 3.5 blanket squares, which is amazing. More on those in another Advent. But yeah, it is Saturday morning. I've just made a cup of coffee and it's about 7:45 and I'm up because I've got an optician's appointment at 9:30 Then I'm going to call to Angie's from Yarn and Yarns to get the stuff in for the baubles. And then I'm going to my brother's because we've had a parcel delivered there while we were away in Winchester. So up early to then run a few chores this morning. I'm not sure how much crafting I'm going to get done today. We've got our sister-in-law second sister-in-law's baby shower this afternoon. So we're going out for afternoon tea, which will be lovely. So I've basically got between 12 and 1. I think by the time I get home, it'll be about 11:30. So I'll have a little potter. And then I've got about an hour of crafting, I think, which is why I've got up early with my coffee to do this morning's Toft clue. The pattern arrives about 6 o'clock in the morning, which is brilliant. And then Kerry does a tutorial video if there are any techniques, etc., that need to be explained. That usually goes live about 9 o'clock, but I'll be on my way to the opticians. So I'm going to find today's bag in the drawer. I don't know what it is. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to have my coffee, and I've got about 45 minutes to do the clue and then have a shower. I'm in yesterday's t-shirt, but, you know, you probably have noticed that in the continuity. He was wearing that just now. Yeah. Real life podcasting, like I said. Right, I'm babbling and I haven't got time for this. Let's go. And as if by magic, the magic of the edit, we are good to go. I should have said I'm speaking slightly quieter of voice this morning than my usual big foghorn leghorn bellow because Mark is still asleep. And he's not very good in the mornings. And if I wake him up, he'll be really grumpy. But there we go. Today's clue is done. So we have another centralizer, which is interesting. Now, I said in the last video, I've never used a centralizer before. I understand the concept. You put it in to mark the center. And it's just, you know, for you knitters, it's just a stitch marker with a little claw on that we would use to show progress or whatever. So it's used as a centralizer in crochet to help mark the center. But we now have one here, and we now have one here. Now, I've not seen the video for today yet, so when I get back from the opticians, I might find out I've done it wrong. But I put the centralizer in where it said, which means it's there. It's a mystery. We'll soon find out. But there's today's clue done. So if I just hold it still for you to see. So obviously I was just up here. I had done these 2 rounds. We've now done some rapid decreases, and then we've done some rapid increases. So we've started to create the head, which is interesting. Now, if I show you the green centralizer, you can kind of see she's got a little squishy body, which is the pear shape that's characteristic of Toft. So this, I'm guessing, is the body. So I think this is probably the centralizer for the center of the body, because if I hold her this way, you can see her little body shape. The central point is here, and then that's where the increases have started. And almost, if you look at her, she's got these like 2 ears maybe that are starting. I don't know, I'm guessing. But then if that is the case, and that's the central point there, then that would mean this is slightly off center. But is it off center? No, actually, it's not. It is center. It's on the opposite side. So we have one there and one there. So maybe that's the central point for the bum, the tail. Who can say? Do you know who can say? Carrie can say. Will she? Not until it's time. No. So there we go. That is day 3's clue done. And this is probably going to be it for today's video. I did put in a small bit of footage just now, very badly shot, of me trying to crochet. I find it hard to film me crocheting because I can't crochet out like that. It's really difficult to get in front of the camera. Something I'll practice throughout the month, I think. But I said I wanted these videos to be about 15-20 minutes, and I think with this bit of footage and the bit I've just done, we'll just be around the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to wrap this video up. Day 3 of Advent is done. Can you see that? Kind of. But I'm off to go and run some errands now, and then I said I haven't got that much crafting to do today. Tomorrow it is niece one's birthday. Very excited, and now we're not in Hamburg, we can go and visit her. So I'm going to go to a little tea party tomorrow. But tomorrow is hopefully a good crafting day, because I'm hoping to get some baubles finished, completed, done, because I'm going to go and get the stuffing from Ange. So I'm going to wrap this video up for day 2 and 3 of Vlogmas. I hope that you are enjoying this new little mini-series. Again, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. If you don't subscribe, click that subscribe button, click the bell, and you'll get a pop-up or a notification every time there's a new video, so you don't miss it out. If you're a returning viewer, of course, as always, thank you so much for coming back and giving me a bit of your time. But lots more crafting to go. It's only the 3rd of December. Loads more crafting to come throughout the month. So I'll probably be back. I don't think I'll be back with a video tomorrow. That would be a bit much. We'll see how much crafting I get done. But maybe Monday, Tuesday will be my next edition. So I'm going to leave it there, and so I can edit this together and I can go and run my errands for the day. So for me, part of the clue and my bald little elf, happy crafting.